you initially get into boxing?
My brother Leon went to the gym. He went to a boxing gym, and these Westbrook brothers, it was, I think about 5 or 6 brothers that lived on the 11th floor, and they took Leon to the gym. Leon came back home and he said, "Hey, Mike, I've been to the gym. I went to a boxing gym." I said, "Oh yeah." He said, "Yeah." He said, "Oh." I said, "Okay, oh, cool." So I think the very next day, I started some stuff with him, and he whipped some of those boxing punches on me, and so I went the very next day to learn how to box.
He caught you with something nice there, huh?
Yeah, he hit me some nice stuff. I liked it, so I said, I'm going to learn some of this stuff myself.
What was it like that first time you stepped into the gym?
It was odd, you know. I had never been in a boxing gym before, so it was kind of odd, you know. But a lot of friends that were there, you know, they lived in the neighborhood. But the Westbrook brothers that took Leon to the gym, that's where they went to train to box. That was it.
How much time between you starting boxing elapsed before you had your first amateur fight?
Oh man, that's you know, I'm trying to remember stuff like that. That's a tough one to remember. But we got in shape first. My coach had us train, and we were running and, you know, exercising, and then I guess when he thought we were ready to, you know, for exhibition bouts, he put us in.
Did you and Leon ever spar?
Yeah, the first time Jim Merle was his name. Merle, he put Leon and myself in there. I was about 3 years under Leon, and I got in there with Leon, and he kind of beat the hell out of me.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was beat the hell out of me. I was crying in the ring.
Oh man.
In the gym, I mean, and I was crying, cause he was treating me like he wasn't my brother. Like he beat me like I'm a stranger, you know. And so that's what happened, and I was crying. And after the 3 rounds we did, I'm still crying. He came to me. He said, "Mike, I know I was hard on you." He said, "But if I wasn't hard on you," he said, "you think everybody else is gonna take it easy on you." So I didn't buy that, but it kind of made sense.
That's what all big brothers say. Right. Beat my ass and tell me the same thing.
Right. Yeah. Well, that's what Leon did. He beat the hell out of me, and once he, 17, no, he went to the Marines. I think he was turning 17. He went to the Marine Corps, and he came home on leave. And I said, I took a walk with him. We walked around the neighborhood, and went into this gym. It was called a neighborhood gym, and the gym was wide open. Lockers was all open. You know, they wasn't all over the floor or nothing like that. They was just in the lockers. So I said, "Leon, come on, let's box, man." So got him in there, and it went on him. I went on him.
Was that the first time you got the best of him?
Yeah. That was the first time. Yeah, the first time I got the best of him. And I owed him for that whooping he put on me. So I said, "Yeah, I'm gonna get him back." I had him slobbing all over the ring.
What changed from the time that he whooped you to the time you whooped him? What changed?
Oh, I was a lot older. I mean, not a lot older, but I had learned a lot more than I did than I had done when I first sparred with Leon, and I thought I was getting better, and that's why I said, "Come on, let's box, Leon." You know, 'cause I know he was not in the best shape, but I want to see how I would do with him in the gym. So I got in there with him, and Like I said, I had him slobbing all over the ring.
Slob drop.
He was slobbing all over the ring, and the thing was, I found out a key to Leon. It's like the worst thing you can do is trade punches with him, because he had fast hands. Leon had very fast hands, and you wasn't going to outspeed him in a match. And as we started sparring, you know, as we started trading punches, I started trading punches with him at first, and then I slowed down, and I slowed down to make him slow down, and then I came out of my shell and I got the best of him. And so that taught me something. You know, it taught me something. I learned something from that experience with Leon. Cause couldn't nobody in my hometown beat Leon. Once Leon learned how to fight, couldn't nobody beat him. Fast hands and combinations, and Leon was pretty good. He was pretty good.
He seemed like he was pretty difficult to time because he had the herky-jerky style where he throw it right and follow through, come back with a hook.
Yeah, bobbing and weaving, we called it.
Yeah.
You bob and weave and slide in, slide back out. Leon, he was very good at that. We had a good coach though. Jim Merrill was a good coach, and he was a good teacher too. He was a school teacher really, but he taught us how to box. He was a boxing coach and a school teacher. So he come from school, come to the gym, but he called us all hamburgers.
Hamburgers?
Yeah, hamburgers. Call you a hamburger. That was a bad name for boxing.
What does it mean for a hamburger? Is that like a tomato can or something like that?
It means that you not as good as you probably think you are.
A hamburger. I gotta remember that one.
A hamburger. Call him a hamburger. And a hot dog is a guy that shows off.
Yeah.
All pretty and all that.
Right.
Hot dog, but a hamburger is, you know, you're not that good.
So is it like a bum or a tomato can?
Pretty much like a bum.
That's what a hamburger. Okay.
A hamburger.
We're gonna have to get that trending. Hashtag hamburger.
Yeah.
Were you with the same trainer up until the 1976 Olympics?
Yeah, I was. As a matter of fact, the trainer that trained us how to fight, he came down with diabetes, and he lost a foot. You know, he lost a foot, and I think he died too. He died on it, so he wasn't coaching no more. And I went to the coach that was in my neighborhood, in our neighborhood, which was a white guy, Kenny Lower was his name, and he had a bomb squad. He had a pretty good team, and then he was training how to get their stuff off in the ring. But I went to Kenny because he said, you can't beat him, you join him. Because it was right in my neighborhood, but we trained out of the neighborhood. I mean, you went to a gym that was out of the neighborhood. And our coach, he said he wants to fight for the white man. He said, don't fight for that white man. Well, yeah, coaches have competition too, I guess.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so he said, don't fight for that white man, don't do that. But you know, it was a guy that was a boxer that fought for Ken, and I was afraid of him. I was kind of afraid of him, and so I said, "Well, you can't beat him, you join." So I went ahead and went to the gym and joined Kenny's group of guys, and me and Pilo we sparred every day. We sparred every day, so I got used to that. But Pilo was he was 147 pounds, and I fought at 156 pounds.
Right.
Yeah, so we had some good tangos.
Why were you scared of him?
I don't know. You know, but most boxers we scared to death to fight another guy. You know.
Right.
Most boxers are if they tell you that they're not afraid, they're lying. Most boxers are afraid to get in the ring and fight anybody. you gotta almost convince yourself, yeah, I'm gonna be all right. I'm gonna go on in and I'm gonna do all right. Or get your coach to talk to you. And yeah, but most guys are afraid when they get in the ring to fight.
This is interesting. How does one overcome that fear?
Well, you talk to yourself and you just, you know, you got your teammates. You know, they say, well, you know, don't worry about him. He ain't that good. He's not as good as everybody think he is. But anyway, you just what the coach taught what coach taught us. That's what we depended on. We depended on our skills and what he taught us. And he was a good teacher, and he made sure we knew how to fight before we got in the ring.
Is that why Ali had Bundini to pump him up to help him get over the fear? Because he used to be outside, go on, champ.
Yeah. That was his corner man. He kind of helped motivate Muhammad, I guess, a little bit. But I don't think Muhammad needed no motivation.
No?
Cause no, I don't think he needed no motivation. He was the mouth, and he wasn't afraid of nobody.
Did you ever spar him coming up?
No, not Muhammad Ali.
No. Never been in the ring with him?
Never been in the ring with him. I let Leon do that. That was Leon's job. And Leon got in the ring with Muhammad and did a good job. Once Leon was in shape, I mean, he could beat anybody. Because that's what our styles of boxing taught us to do. We knew combination, uppercut, overhand right. We would throw at everything but the kitchen sink.
Yeah.
We would throw at everything. And when Leon learned quick, and he knew how to fight. And he fought well, fought real good.
You helped Leon prepare for the Muhammad Ali fight, right?
Yeah, I was part of that team.
What was that camp like?
It was nice camp. When Leon had giants for sparring partners. He had he had some big guys. I forget this guy's name. He had a guy from Louisiana. I forget his name, and he had a big guy. I forget his name too, but they was pushing him around and hitting them on the break and all that stuff. They're roughing Leon up. So when Leon got in the ring with Muhammad Ali, Leon was good and ready. He was good and ready to fight anybody.
So he went into that fight very confident.
Yeah, he had to, cause all that training he did. I think Leon trained for about maybe 8 to 6 weeks, 6 to 8 weeks. So he was getting ready.
Did you mimic Ali's style for him?
I tried to. Yeah, I tried to mimic Ali's style with the jab and everything, and I was getting punished for that. I was getting punished by Leon for that, cause Leon was hitting pretty hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was it like on the night that he beat the greatest of all time?
Oh, that was a good night. That was a good night. You know, Leon he beat Muhammad Ali, but he won. He won. So I don't know what Leon. I can't remember what Leon did. I don't know if he danced all night or what.
Did you guys celebrate? Go out?
Right in the hotel. Because one thing we always did like to have a little party after the victories. Mm-hmm. And Butch made sure that we did. Mm. He would set it up where we had a band, not a band, but even a band and a DJ. And so we loved to dance. Yeah. Leon and myself, yeah.
So what y'all had, like some OJs, some spinners, Rick James in the house?
Rick James, we had Rick James, Ohio players. We had them all in there, okay. Yeah.
What was it like winning the gold medal in 1976?
Oh, that was really, that was unreal. It was unreal. I know, but the thing was, I wanted to make the team. I just wanted to make the Olympic team. That's what I wanted to do. I said, I want to make the Olympic team because I had inspired Leon. Because I won a National Golden Glove tournament before my brother Leon. Mm-hmm. Leon had been going to the National since probably about 1970 or 1971. He had been going, but he ain't never come home with no victory. So my first time going to a National Golden Glove was in 73, 1973. So, and the thing is, the guy I lost to, I was beating him for 2 rounds. I was beating the hell out of him for 2 rounds. And the third round, I wasn't in the best of shape because I ran out of gas in the third round, and I was like, I was hanging all over the top rope. I was hanging over the top. When I missed him, I kept on going. I fell the top rope. I'm like, Lord have mercy. And my first coach, he was in the audience. He came to the National. He said, Spinks, keep it straight. Well, that's what he always say. He said, no matter how tired you get in the ring, you know, keep your punches straight, you know, because it will impress the judges. So I never forgot that, but I wasn't in no shape for keeping nothing straight. I missed the guy. I kept on going, staggered over to the rope. I'm hanging over the top rope, and I didn't want to get untangled either. But the ref told me to get on up and get back into the fight. But I beat the guy for 2 rounds, so I was like, and so the next day I watched him win the tournament. I said, God damn, if I was in a little more shape, I'd have won this tournament the first time out. So I said, following year, if I come next year, I said, I'm gonna be in better shape. So following year came up, I got in better shape. Denver, Colorado, high altitude. I mean, the real thin air and all that stuff. I took me a walk and all that, but and I fought every day, 5 days in a row, and I won.
What helped you with your conditioning? Was it the high altitude, or was it the extra sparring, or was it?
No, it was that hard work that I did before I went to Denver. Because you know you got to train. You by the time we get to Denver, I mean we go to Denver, and we should be in shape. You know, you should be in shape already, and all you gotta do is just, you know, walk around and try to get acclimated to the air, that thin air up there. But we was in shape before we went, so all we had to do is just try to jump a little rope and exercise to try to, you know, keep your edge.
What was your training regimen like back then? So give me like a whole day from the time you wake up to the end.
Well, you wake up and you go running. You wake up, you go running.
How far?
2-3 miles.
At a certain pace, like 8-minute miles, or?
You try to last. You know, you try to make it. You try to make it through the whole run, because I mean, if you run too fast, you're gonna burn out. You know, so you gotta take your time and pace yourself and get a good run and speed it up on the tail end. Say when you're coming in, you're finishing up, you pick it up. You know, and then after that, you go home and get some rest. Because the next thing you gotta do, you gotta go to the gym and work out. So that's what happened. That's what we did.
So when you say get some rest, so you were running, get rest, what time did you normally get up?
Shoot, about 6 in the morning.
6 in the morning?
Yeah, about 6 in the morning, and you get out there and run, and you come back about 7:30. Because after the run, you got to get down on the concrete and do exercise, sit-ups, push-ups, knee bends, jumping jacks. You got to do all that after your run, and that's what we did.
Was this before you rested or after?
It was after the run.
Oh, so after the run.
After the run, you exercise. You know, try to do your thing with that, and you yeah, you just help tone yourself a little bit, Because exercise, running is good, but you still got to exercise. It helps. It helps with the running.
Then after that, you rest.
Yeah. You go to bed, get some rest. Get your nod in. Then you get up in about maybe 3, 4 o'clock to go to the gym.
What was the gym workout like?
Well, shoot, I had tons of gym workouts, sparring partners, but as an amateur, as a pro or amateur.
As an amateur.
Probably as an amateur.
Yeah.
Oh well, we ran right before we would work out.
Mm.
We would run first, run around the building about 6 or 7 times. It was a nice run. You run around, then you go back to the gym, do exercise. Cause Merle did like this. We did exercise. We jumped rope. We did exercise. We did everything before we got in the ring and boxed. And that was a secret, sort of, kind of, cause you got a lot of guys that they will train, or they would box first. Yeah, they would box first, and then they would exercise and all that stuff. But Merle, he made us train first. He made us exercise and all that. Exercise, push, everything. We did everything before we got in the ring to box. We were good and wore out before we got in the ring to box.
Mm.
So, and that was kind of strange because a lot of guys didn't do that. But Merle, we got tired first before we got in the ring to box.
Mm.
So it helped. It helped instead of hurt.
Was that a practice you kept going into the pros?
No, I changed up with the way they did it in Philadelphia.
Ah.
The way they did it in Philadelphia, they box first. They box first, then they do all the floor exercise and hit the heavy bag, speed bag. They did everything last. They boxed first.
What was it like being on the Jeffersons?
Oh man, that was fun. That was that was fun. And George, as a matter of fact, George, he gave us his Rolls Royce to ride around in while we were in town.
Really?
Yeah, that was nice of him. Yeah, that was real nice.
How'd you get involved in acting?
I never got involved in acting. I never got involved in acting. It just, I had a ambitious promoter, and he tried to put me in darn everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, he tried to put me in everything.
So, do you remember your scene when you were on the Jeffersons?
Yeah, I remember me and Joe Frazier getting face to face and saying something to one another. We were saying something to one another. That was good, but the thing was we were saying whose smile was better than whose smile, and Joe smiled, and I think I smiled, but it's more like a grin. I showed my teeth. Joe smiled. Joe was like, I was like, I showed my choppers.
That's right.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh man, those were good times. Did you learn how to do the George Jefferson dance?
No, I didn't know how to do that.
You know what dance I'm talking about?
I can't think of it.
The George, you never seen the George Jefferson
I've
dance?
seen George. Yeah,
I think they call it the mashed potatoes or something like that.
Yeah. He did the mashed potatoes. That was I remember the mashed potatoes.
Yeah.
Mashed potatoes and the slop.
The slop. Yeah, that's my made it.
Yeah, the slop. I think I learned it before I mean, way back when the slop was out and the funky chicken.
Was that really a dance? I thought people were playing with
that was a dance. That was a dance.
Wait, is that the one like this?
I've never seen nobody do it the way George did it. George, he nailed it.
I mean, a funky chicken. That's something like this or something, right?
Yeah,
With the arms flopping.
Sometimes you scoot down, squat down.
Oh, y'all was getting it in.
Oh
Back
shit,
then.
we were dancing our butts off back then.